Hey guys, happy Father's Day. Today is June 21st, 2020, and I just got back from the range. My first time shooting the M&P Shield. Let's clear it. As you can see, it is not loaded. Okay. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't seen my unboxing video of this gun, check it out on my channel. So, first impressions of this gun, first shoot. Really cool gun, really smooth to shoot. I bought this gun about a week ago. Yeah, I think it was last weekend. And my first real caliber semi-automatic above a 22. I've been shooting revolvers my whole life, shotguns, rifles, that type of thing. This is my first 9mm semi-auto. So I wanted something that was reliable, that had good reviews, that wasn't too expensive, and that actually did have an external safety. Okay. So just to make me feel a little bit more confident, because as many 2A advocates will tell you, that the best gun is the one you're most comfortable with. So my first impressions of the M&P Shield, I love it. It is a great gun. It is super smooth. And I got to shoot it side by side with the Taurus 605 357, which I was shooting 38s for kind of a comparable 38 versus 9mm. Kind of a comparable recoil, and I'll tell you, this gun is hands down way more comfortable to shoot than the 38, but it's just a much more comfortable grip. The 38 or the 357 has a very curved butt. This one kind of contorts or conforms to my hand. The semi-automatic recoil on this action is super smooth. The shot placement is really nice after each shot. It's got those nice get it in the shot there, the white dot sights. There we go. Right there, okay. Which are really easy to see. Although with the dim lighting of the shooting range and the white-ish kind of backdrop, they weren't the easiest sights. They were better than the Taurus, definitely. I think if there's any gripes that I have about this gun, I want to go over what I love and what I don't like about the gun so far. And again, I've only shot it once. No jams, no issues whatsoever. It shot very smooth. Of course, it was my first time shooting it, so the first couple of magazines I was not super accurate with it. I was a little nervous, but after a few magazines, I was hitting at 7 to 10 yards, which is typical self-defense distances. I was getting tighter groups, but you'll see in the image, which I'll overlay here, you can see that some of my shots were way off to the left and down. And I think that's definitely my fault, not the gun's fault. It seems like the gun was shooting just a little bit low, but that could just be me. It could be my flinching, I'm not sure. Not a problem at all. Again, it could be my own fault. So some of the things I love, some of the things I don't love. I mentioned I do love the feel. I love the recoil. The shot placement, super nice. Everything is easy to use about this gun. It's accurate, it's comfortable. The controls on the side are pretty flush, so I don't have my holster yet. I ordered it last week, but it's back ordered because of COVID and all that. So I ordered an inside waistband from, I think it's called We the People, but I wanted something that you could draw easy without catching. So I do like the controls. Okay, let's get into the things I don't love. The first time I loaded the magazines, oh my gosh, these were not easy to load. First of all, I'm not used to loading pistol magazines. Rifle magazines, no problem, because they're double stacked and they're bigger and it just kind of goes like this. These are single stack mags, so you're trying to put a round, on top of another round, and it's slipping off side to side, and the magazine spring was super stiff the very first time. I actually thought maybe the magazine was defective on both of them because I could get one less than the marked number, right? So in this one I could get 6 relatively easy. I mean, it took some effort, but the 7th one, oh man, that was really, really tough. And I kept trying, and you could actually see scrape marks on the side of the cartridge where I was trying to load it. But after I shot a couple magazines, already the spring is not quite as stiff. So I think that was just because it was new, it needed to be broken in. That was one little gripe. It's a lot easier to load now. Also could partially be my confidence because, again, it's new. The spring on the slide is pretty stiff. If I were not, decently strong, that would be difficult for me. They do make an easy model of the shield, which I was considering buying, but it's $150 more. So this one was like $329, and the easy model was, I think, $479. The easy model has an easier slide spring, but I went with this one because, frankly, it's cheaper, and it's not a problem. I mean, like once you do that first magazine load and the first slide release or slide action, then the slide locks back, and then loading in the new magazine, I found it easier just to do that once the slide's already back, just kind of release it rather than using the slide release button, which was, with a loaded magazine, it's not too hard to use, but it is pretty flush, so it's not on purpose it's that way. So it did take a little bit of effort to do that. It'd probably be easier just, with the magazine back. With the magazine back, you just put it in there and then rack it like that, and it just loads in the new magazine, no problem. So those are really the only two gripes I have. For my wife to use this, she hasn't shot it yet. She's working today, and I had the day off, so I shot it by myself. It would probably be a little difficult for her to rack the slide and to operate some of the controls, but she'd probably get used to it. So if you're a newer shooter, a novice shooter, maybe you don't have, the strength in your hands, if you have arthritis, anything like that, I would highly recommend looking at the EZ model, which is more expensive, but it's easier to control. So anyway, that's it. I don't have a whole lot to complain about. I'm really happy with this gun so far. Can't wait for the holster to get in. When I get the holster, I'll do another quick little review of the holster video, and hope you guys enjoy your day. See ya.